Hey guys, thank you so much for tuning into my channel. Welcome back for another video. So, I am back again with another video. So here is the craziest thing. I recorded this video like on a different day, like twice, okay? And so I'm just getting used to this YouTube thing. So like I realized I like recorded the video in the wrong dimension. So when I was editing the video, it kept coming up with that black thing at the side, which I want to eliminate because I want to give you guys a full experience, you know, like so. And even though I'm an amateur, to not look like an amateur. So yeah, so we're re-recording this video. But yeah, so this video is basically going to be talking about updates on the naturalization process, updates of getting into the military while being a green card holder or resident of the United States of America. And yeah, just kind of some updates that I guess you guys been waiting for a hot minute. I've been getting tons and tons of emails and on social media, DMs and stuff. So I just kind of wanted to come on here. So we just kind of put it out in the air and get you guys the information that you need, right? So as of December 2018, I was still in basic training when this policy came out, right? So I had to wait to get information on the policy. So as of December 2018, or let's say December 2018, because the policy came out in November, then every person who is a green card holder who joined the military, right, will basically have 60 days up to the time of signing their contract to leave. 60 days, right? So how it works is basically you go to MEPS, and you do your physical today, you test tomorrow or the week before, or however you and your recruiter decides to do it. You basically go to MEPS, and then when you go to MEPS on that day, that's the day you sign your contract. Now, what they do is basically on that day that you sign your contract, they give you your job, which we'll talk about that a little more. They'll give you a job, and 60 days from that time, you'll get a ship date. Now, here's the deal. The average person has been leaving, they have been leaving on time, right? Some people leave on time, some people leave after that. Now, this is all dependent on your background check. They're still checking, I guess they're still doing like a background check, it's just not taking as long. So that's all dependent on you and your investigator and how long everything turns around. Then you still stick within that 60-day period. Now, as I told you before, some people have been leaving before that 60 days. Some people have been leaving on their ship date that they were given on the first day, right? So here's what this means. So if this means that you're getting literally 60 days, you're getting that 60 days to ship out, then basically that means that when you go to MEPS, it's game on, right? So that means that you need to be able to sit down with your recruiter, go online, do your research, and literally create the top 10 jobs that you want, right? And you must choose the top 10 jobs that you don't need clearances for, because a lot of jobs, like the jobs I wanted to do, I need clearances for them. So you need to basically pick out those 10 jobs, research those 10 jobs, say, hey, this is what I can do, this is the type of line scores, this is what you need to do even for your testing. The kind of line scores you'll need to get to this job, how much you have to score, and literally you need to be there with a game plan. So hey, when you go to the counselor at the recruiting office, you're like, hey, literally these are the jobs I want. I can guarantee you a lot of them will not be available. Some days, like it's a give and take. Today you go, it's available, tomorrow you go, it's gone. So you literally need to have a game plan, have that list. You're going down the line and you pick the ones that you want the most, you put those jobs at the top, right? You can most times a supply job will always be there, like a 42 Alpha, 92 Yankee. Those jobs are always available. A 42 Alpha, we can't do as green card holders because I'm pretty sure you need a clearance to be able to do anything human resources. So yeah, so basically have a game plan, have that list, right? And you need to have that game plan before you test, because you need to have an idea of the kind of scores that you need to be able to get these jobs. That's so important, because a lot of times there are jobs that are available but you don't qualify for them because your line score wasn't quite there, or so you need to have that game plan before you test, so that once you go, you're scored away, you're good to go, right? So make sure to have a game plan, right? Make sure that you're preparing yourself even before you go to the recruiter. Get all your documents together, get everything together, because it's very, 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 very important, just to kind of organize yourself based on jobs. Because I can tell you, from my experience, when I went to MIPS, I wasn't, even though I was so excited, I was doing all my research, and they were like, they called me and were like, yo, you have to go to MIPS. I was like at MIPS the next day. Call me today, I was at MIPS the next day. Yeah, I was at MIPS the next day, but I was in such a rush to just get out the process that I didn't give myself the time that I deserve to be able to get the job that I wanted. So, and I was kind of tricked. So that's why I say you have to be very stern on the way that you speak to these counselors. Very, very, very clear cut, right? No, I don't want this job. Yes, I want this job. You have to be very, very clear, because they'll just get a hint of they thought you said yes, and boom, the person in Kentucky is like, yep, I want that job, and they're sending that contract up. So you have to be very, very, very careful when you go there. You have to be very stern, very clear. I don't know, I think you're able to sit with your recruiter. You can sit with your recruiter, kind of go through a list and say, hey, you know what, this is kind of like where I'm looking at. And he'll tell you, hey, you need a clearance for these ones, you don't need a clearance for these ones, this is how you move forward, this is, whatever you can do. These are the type of scores you need in order to be able to get those jobs. So yeah, so 60 days from the time that you sign that contract, that's on the first day that you go to MEPS. After that medical, that's the day you literally sign a contract to leave to go to basic training on that day. So I need you guys to know that also. Now, let's say, for example, you get through with the process, which I'm going to do a more detailed video on. You get through with the process and you're now at the AIT. At boot camp, they no longer do anything as it relates to naturalization. So they don't help you. You don't swear in at boot camp, or not. Let me not say boot camp. The Marines do boot camp. Let me stand corrected. At basic training, right? You need to basically know that when you get to AIT, you need to say to the minute you get in there, your instructors, drill sergeants, whoever, drill sergeant, I'm a green card holder looking to get naturalized, and they'll give you the forms. Make sure the week you get there, the first week you get there, you're on top of that. Because some of these jobs, the AITs are so long that by the time you put that paperwork in and you're leaving AIT, there is a guarantee that you could get your citizenship. So you could get naturalized. So you have to be there, you have to be very aggressive with the documents. I would suggest for everybody, when you're going to AIT, make sure you have 2 passport size photos of yourself. Take those with you. Get the N426, N400 blank forms and take those with you. The one about with your family's information, I'd suggest filling that out before you go. The thing is, when you go to, by the time you get through AIT and boot camp with all, by the time you dump your bags 100 times, you do this, you do that, the documents get so dirty. So I'm not very clear on if I think you should or not. I mean, it's up to you. But the documents get dirty, and you don't want to submit these documents to a freaking colonel, dirty and crushed up. So for me, I did my forms while at AIT. So I'd suggest you could print them when you get to AIT and do it. Right? Ask to go to the liaison. There's always a liaison at the Soldier Support Center, and you can basically get those documents. You can get those documents signed off by the colonel in a good time manner, so you could send them off to USCIS. So I'd say the minute you get there is the minute you start working on that. And it's important. I need to understand that it's not important to us, and when you get there, even though it's a contractual obligation, say, hey, you know what, I'm joining the military, and in exchange for my service, I require to become a naturalized citizen. A lot of these drill sergeants don't realize that that's a contractual obligation, and they'll tell you, hey, you know what? No, I don't need to help you. I'm helping you out of the kindness of my heart. And they'll tell you, because I heard that a lot of times. I heard that from my first sergeant. They'll be like, you know what? Out of the we don't have to help you. We just help you because, it's out of the kindness of our heart. No, that's a contractual obligation between you and the Army. And they need to stand for their obligation as so you. So make sure that, when you get there, you're on top of it. You're getting the signatures, getting the documents. I said, bring the pictures when you're going with you. And if you can, bring the blank N426 and the N400. And even if you fill them out, don't put dates on them so that when you get there, the dates are very up to date, because that's important for USCIS, is that they want the signatures to be within a certain date. So just make sure that once you get there, once you get to your unit or to your AIT, that you get that done. So just to recap, 60 days from the day that you sign the contract is the day that you ship out. Have a game plan for signing that naturalized. Have a game plan, for picking your jobs, so that when you go, you exactly know what direction you're going into. And then a lot of these jobs, that's it. So have a game plan for picking those jobs, right? And from the first day to 60 days, do not, I repeat, do not quit your job. I know this video is kind of over the place, but this is important. From the day you sign that contract, do not quit your job. Like, oh my God, this is so important. I quit my job like a month early than I was supposed to go to basic training in order to put myself together and whatever, don't do that. If you need to pack your stuff, the Army packs it for you. Literally, do not quit your job. It's the worst thing. It makes the process longer. It makes the waiting period longer. Do not quit your job. I have a couple future soldiers who are now messaging me saying that they quit their job and they're in an uncomfortable situation now because they're at home all the time, they're not working, enough income is not coming in. Do not quit your job. Like, it's so important not to quit your job. So kind of went off on a little tangent there. So 60 days from the day that you sign, you'll be able to get a ship date to leave, and you'll get that ship date on that first day when you go to sign the contract. I have a game plan for picking your job, right? Remember, like, when you get to your units or when you get to AIT, you want to start looking into the naturalized documents, bringing those photos with you to get them signed off. And also, what was the last thing I spoke of? Yeah. And do not quit your job. Very important. See, I kind of like zoned out. Yeah, don't quit your job. But that's it for now. We have a lot more videos coming up, and my videos are all informative for now until we start doing some travel and stuff, some travel vlogs. That's the least. My aim is to give you guys the information to prepare you to be, a soldier by my side, or a soldier, down range, or a Marine, or whatever the case is, just to equip you guys as green card holders, or just people who want to join the Army in general, if your spouses want to join, or if you know a friend who wants to join. So yeah, it was nice chatting to you guys. It's been a minute. God bless you guys. Thank you so much. And if you're watching this video and you are not subscribing, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. Subscribe so that you can stay tuned for more informative videos. Lots more videos to come. Love you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. If you like this video, go ahead and share with your family and friends. Subscribe to my channel for lots more videos to come up. Don't forget to follow me on social media. Instagram at Motivation, Snapchat at Motivation8. Thanks for watching.